Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mr. A Jeezy here, bringing you a Pokemon X and Y battle with a member of the Jeezy Army, part of the Battalion. Here is Logan, also known as Spirit. What's going on, man?
What's up, Mr. Jeezy? Thanks for having me today, man. My name's Spirit, guys. I run Gaming Incorporated over at the guys. I know I just streamed for you, but I'm here with Mr. A Jeezy, bringing you one of my favorite battles of all time that I've ever had. So let's just jump right into what these teams look like.
I see Brian here. He's got a good-looking team. Why don't you talk about his team and then your team?
All right, well, he's coming in here with an Alakazam and a Braviary. Of course, the Scizor, Sharpedo, Jirachi, and Victini. Out of the box, Victini is one of the most annoying Pokemon to date. I really don't like the spam of V-Create, but can you say the same? Do you like it?
I hate it.
But no. The way I can see it from just looking at his team when we first started this battle, I battle my partner X a lot, and he mains Alakazam, and from that information, I always see Alakazam as just a glass cannon. I actually forgot he had a Mega Evolution. I can't remember who was their Mega, if it was Scizor or Alakazam, but it seemed less likely to be Alakazam. But I figured he'd lead with that as a glass cannon, maybe set something up, or just start swinging, because he's Wonder Guard and he doesn't really take damage from anything. And Scizor's backup for fairy types, of course. Bullet Punch Sword Dance is a thing. But you would know all about that, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, you know it. All right, man. Well, I'm looking at your team. It's looking very impressive
Yeah,
too. I mean, it's not shabby.
Yeah, this was my first draft for my Trick Room team. Actually, for your gym battle series, should that ever happen.
Don't tell anybody.
but no. I'm coming in here with a Rianculus, as of course all Trick Room teams should run, because of its magical life orb. I don't take damage, screw you ability. Ferrothorn as a hazard setup, as well as a Gyro Ball supporter under Trick Room. Can't go wrong with Ferrothorn. Conk because he's slow. I mean, you run Mach Punch on him for the attacks, but you build him to be bulky because you know he's slow. So in Trick Room, not only is he bulky, standard set, but he's good to go, being able to hit first. Mega Mawile is my go-to everything. She's my signature poke. This is why this is one of my favorite battles, as you'll see in a couple minutes. And Jellicent as a ghost support, just because it's Jellicent. And Porygon 2, Eviolite, because I honestly like Eviolite Porygon 2 better than Porygon Z, just for the Ice Beam T-Bolt and the extra bulk.
Oh man, that works really well. Okay, well, so hazard setters on Brian's team, you thinking he's just probably going to come in with either Alakazam, maybe Scizor, or maybe even that Sharpedo? What are you thinking?
When it comes to hazard setters, I'm honestly thinking, based on the way his team's set up, it'd be either on Braviary or Jirachi if he has it. But Alakazam would be a bulky glass cannon, and Sharpedo is there for, of course, I'm gonna get a speed boost up and abuse the hell out of it because I'm not Blaziken.
Now, I know on your team, I know you love setting up hazards early, so I'm assuming that's what you plan on doing. Of course, the Trick Room as well.
Most of the time I do go straight for hazards, but that's just because Stealth Rocks helps kill two major threats this format, and Charizard for Mega Evolution, as well as Talonflame, being that Talonflame and Charizard both come down at half health just on switch in. So even if it's Megazard X having to deal with us, just switch in, going down to half health. If I got Sucker Punch Mawile, or if they decide to, if it's in Charizard's case, they go for Roost, or even in Talonflame's case, they go for Roost, I can play rough them to death.
Man, well, I'm looking forward to this. I'm very interested to see this Trick Room team finally in action. All right, man. Well, you ready?
Remember, man, it's only version 1. The one I got for your gym series has a couple alterations, so be prepped for that if we ever get that started.
Sounds good, man. Well, I'm ready. What about you?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, let's do this.
All right, here we go. Preparing to play the battle video. Oh, man, I'm really excited here. Can't wait to see what you're going to do here. Brian is issuing a challenge. Take it away, man.
Bryant, I start off with Maelstrom, which is my Reinculus, of course, and he sends out Victini first. That was kind of a shocker to me, but I'm assuming after seeing U-Turn, I kind of figured out what was going on. But Reinculus, I just kept, it did a lot more damage than I thought it would. But the Reinculus was set there just as a Trick Room setup, so I went ahead and set up this Trick Room early, and it really started to pay off for me right away. But he pulled in Jirachi, and knowing that it's a Psychic type, of course, I went for the Shadow Ball under Life Orb. I got a crit, which didn't help. I don't know why he decided to go for Toxic on Reinculus.
You must have forgot.
Yeah, maybe. It's just like, okay, now I can't be paralyzed. Thank you. But he pulls in the Braviary, expecting the Shadow Ball. I switch out at this point because there's not much I can do to this Braviary with my Pokemon. So I pull into Spike, assuming he's going to go for something like Close Combat. He ends up going for Return, and he eats Iron Barb's Rocky Helmet damage. Which is a very fun setup on Ferrothorn. You know I love that setup. But he withdraws his Braviary and sends out his Victini, of course, for the V-Create. I hate you. I go ahead at this point and set up Stealth Rocks for my famous hazards to deal with Pokemon at a later date, and if it's going to keep switching to chip damage. Seeing the Victini, though, I had to get the hell out of there. So I switched into my Jellicent, which is shiny, nicknamed U-Jetty. Or U-Jetty. But no. I switched in. My Jellicent ate the V-Create, I think it was, and he switched into Sharpedo. Now this is where it all started going downhill. That Sharpedo came in, and I just had nothing for it because that was honestly my problem poke. For all but Porygon 2, which I'd switch in right here, is Digit. I get the download and I up its attack. He ended up going for Crunch, which didn't do much, but it did end up lowering my defense, which I think killed me. But it upped its speed boost, which really, really ended up, and then he goes for the classic Protect to get the second speed boost up, and I was just not in a good position at this point. So he gets the second speed boost up, and he goes for Waterfall, and he ends up completely just atomizing my Digit and gets the crit off, knocks out Porygon 2, and it just started going downhill from there. At this point, that thing is the fastest thing that's gonna come out because I'm running Trick Room, but of course my Twisted Dimensions had to go back to normal right at this point. So it runs Crunch on my Jellicent, of course, on taking KOs because it's a Dark type move on the Ghost type Jellicent, who really doesn't have a lot of physical bulk. I switched her in because she knows T-Bolt, so it really did end up working out in my favor. I switched in Ferrothorn at this point because I knew he resisted. I didn't expect him to have Earthquake, but it didn't end up bad for me. I got a Power Whip off, and I ended up killing the Sharpedo.
There you go.
Thankfully. But I killed the Sharpedo at high risk for myself, though, because now he's going to bring in this Victini and start specialing me to death. So I pull out Spike, knowing the V-Create's coming. At this point, I switch into Atlas because I figure he can take some special damage. He ends up going for the V-Create because this is Assault Vest comp, so he should be able to take some special damage. But he ends up one-hitting Conk.
Wow. Now, isn't V-Create a physical attack?
Yeah, I thought it was a special attack. I might be wrong, but that might have been what cost me though. But I switch in Maelstrom. He goes for Recreate again at below half health. That is going to decimate Maelstrom and put me down to 2 Pokemon. I think I'm left with. I'm left with Spike and Mawile. But I send out Spike again. Yeah, I got Spike and Mawile. I send out Spike again. At this point, I did realize that V-Create was physical. He goes for V-Create again. And I managed to, even though Spike fainted, I still got the Iron Barb's Rocky Helmet damage, which did end up pulling through for me when Mowell came out, which is gonna happen here in a sec as soon as he knocked him down to half health with the below half health with the Iraqi helmet, iron barbs, and then I pull out Mowell, Thrash, drop the Intimidate, Victini down 1 by attack. I Mega Evolve Mowell immediately because she's not as useful when she's not Mega Form, and I went for Sucker Punch because I knew I was not going to outspeed this thing.
Well, the fact that Psychic doesn't help either.
Yeah, it's true. But he sends out a Scizor, and I figured he thought because we're at Steel he's gonna resist it, but I run Egg Move on Mawile just for Scizor because I've been put in the situation too many times. He ends up stacking Swords Dance, hoping to one-hit Mawile next turn with Bullet Punch or something, and I am hearing Fire Fang.
Oh, Fire Fang does it.
Yeah, Fire Fang completely one-hits him. I run Fire Fang simply for the fact if you run into another Mega Mawile or another Steel type that's going to wall you, you need it.
I love how you got the crit still.
Yeah, he goes into the Braviary. It goes down to half health, of course, because of the Stealth Rock. And I get the Sucker Punch off. The setup early game really pulled through for me here. Jirachi goes down to red. I've already gotten rid of the Braviary. Jirachi ends up going for Rest. I figured I could take a hit from Jirachi. I wasn't aware I was going to use Rest. So it happens to be Resto Chesto, but I used Fire Fang because I knew it was going to be super effective. It brings him below half health, which worked out wild. I used Sucker Punch, knowing that if he didn't go for Rest, he was going to die. And if he did go for Rest, then I would have at least a couple turns of Swords Dance to hold me over for when I have to deal with his last Pokemon. I end up stacking one Swords Dance while he is still asleep, which makes Mawile, huge power on Mawile, even more dangerous than she already is. And I end up going for Fire Fang again, and it completely knocks the Jirachi out in one shot.
Wow.
So yeah, at this point, I've come back from 1-5 to 1 to completely set it. And at this point, this is where I was confirmed that the Alakazam was Sash. The Stealth Rocks breaks the Sash, and Sucker Punch finishes the Alakazam.
Wow, there we go.
I came back from a 5 to 1 with just Mega Mawile.
Shoot, wow, that was amazing, man. That was really cool. My favorite moment was with Mawile getting that Fire Fang on the unsuspecting Scizor, man. What about yours?
My favorite moment, honestly, was just the fact that I couldn't believe what was happening as it was proceeding. When during this whole battle, I'm getting knocked down to 1. I couldn't believe that I was losing this badly, and then I knock out the Victini. I'm like, okay, at least I took out that stupid Victini. He sends out Scizor. I run Fire Fang. I kill it. I was like, do not let this happen. Do not toy with my emotions. And let me get down to 2-1, and I ended up completely sweeping the rest of his team with just Mega Mall. This is the battle that made her my signature Pokemon. It was just, I couldn't believe how much she pulled through for me just out of a 5 to 1.
She did great, man. She definitely pulled through for you. Wow, I mean, there's nothing much that can be said about that. Wow, she just absolutely wrecked Train there at the end. Well, I'll tell you what, man, before we head out here today, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe a little bit about your channel?
All right, well, my name is Spirit. I am one of the co-founders of Gaming Incorporated. I am the only one currently live streaming due to monetary and time issues with college. So, but in the coming weeks, you're going to see a lot more with a Roxio game capture card that we are currently trying to procure that is going to be used for more console games as well as the 3DS games. I'm planning to do a Smash Brothers thing with you if they ever give us an official release date. And then on top of that, I also am 100% confirmed going to be doing a complete Watch Dogs playthrough, me myself, and couple of my friends are going to be playing some DOA 5. My friend Zero, who's actually my roommate, once we get the capture card, is going to play some Grand Theft Auto 5 for you guys. He's going to play some online games. We're gonna once I get Steam installed, like I need a new core because my desktop is not in the best of spirits right now, and I need to get it hardlined. But I'm going to be trying to play Vindictus, one of my favorite online games, and I'm gonna build a new character from scratch to start from the get-go, and try and do some Let's Plays. I'm trying to get on Twitch TV for like small charity events that I might be doing over the summer. And if you want to check out my roommate stuff, he is one of the most amazing artists I've ever met. Zero Thomas on DeviantArt. He's doing commissions this summer, so if you guys really like comic book art, hit him up. But mind you, he does commissions for any art style. He's a master mimicker. You give him an art style, like if you say, "Oh, I want this Pokemon art," he can get it in Pokemon art. Actually, if I have a sec, this is some of his work that he did for a friend of mine named Desmond, and it's him with his favorite Digimon. I'm not sure if you can see that, but yeah, it's the Digimon art style. It's him with Wizardmon and the Digimon art style. He's really, really good at mimicking styles, and he makes a point. But he's just been so busy lately with school, as have I. That's why I'm only doing one live stream a week. But as soon as school's over, which is going to be in the next 2 weeks here, we're going to completely overhaul and change that. You're going to be seeing videos from me every single day.
There we go.
Expect it. And you're also going to be seeing, hopefully, a lot of collab with some of my friends, maybe Mr. Jeezy here if he decides I'm worthy enough to collab with him again. And I'm also going to be doing... I'm going to be supporting his channel, which is a drawing channel, and I'm hoping to get a couple other things underway for different Let's Plays and stuff like that. Like, honestly, if I can, I might replay Dual Destinies for Ace Attorney, but there's so much of it on the internet, and there's really no strategy involved. It's just you do this. I'm not sure about it. So that's a hit-miss thing, but I will definitely be doing a Let's Play of the crossover between Professor Layton and Ace Attorney when that comes out. That looks absolutely phenomenal. But aside from all of that, though, follow me on Twitter. If Mr. Jeezy would be so inclined, I'm pretty sure he will hit me up and put my link in the description below if he thinks I'm worthy of that. And if not, you can follow me on at Gaming Incorporated. Search Spirit4531 because that is my back tag. Because my little cousin did that, and now I can't undo it. No, that's how that ended up. But no, you guys are going to be expecting a lot from me in the future, and I guarantee you I will have results for my corporate junkies. So just be prepared for that, okay?
All right, sounds good to me, man. Oh, I mean, your video is really good, man, and I like checking out your channel, guys. If y'all haven't, definitely watch out Gaming Inc. and watch out for his buddy when he gets his thing going, man. It'll be absolutely epic.
So vote for me if you think I'm the best in the battalion of the Geezy Army, and remember, Team Kekleon.
All right, man. Well, hey, you have a good one. Thanks for coming by, and Geezy Army, you take care. Later.
Later, guys.
Later.